Welcome back, students. Let's continue the chapter Indices. In our today's class, we have studied first point as division of indices with the same base. Let's take an example. This example is from your textbook. The example is given as 6 raised to 4 divided by 6 raised to 2. In this example, the index is 4 and 2 and the base is same, that is 6. So, according to the rule, when the operation is of division and the bases are same, the power gets subtracted. What happens in multiplication? The power gets added. And here in subtraction, the power gets subtracted. So, 6 raised to 4 divided by 6 raised to 2 is equal to 6 raised to 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. So, finally, your answer comes as 6 raised to 2. This is what is directly done. We will go now step by step. 6 raised to 4 divided by 6 raised to 2 can be written in the form of numerator and denominator. So 6 raised to 4 appears on numerator and 6 raised to 2 appears in the place of denominator. 4 is the power of 6, so 6 is multiplied 4 times. 2 is the power of 6, so 6 is multiplied 2 times. There are 2 times 6 appearing to the denominator, which gets cancelled with 2 times from numerator. So the remaining part is 2 times in the numerator. Yes, so finally we get the answer 6 raised to 2. Now students, we will learn 3 rules. Yes, 3 rules of indices. Let's come to the first rule. The meaning of a raised to 0. All these examples are from your textbook, page number 45. What is the meaning of a raised to 0? Always remember, when any number raised to 0, the answer is always 1. Okay? So a raised to 0 is 1. Next, the meaning of a raised to minus m. In this example, there is minus power, negative power. Yes? So when there is a negative power, that means that particular number appears to the denominator. The whole thing appears to the denominator. So a raised to minus m means 1 upon a raised to m. Clear? A raised to minus m is equal to 1 upon a raised to m. Next, third rule. A raised to minus m is equal to 1 upon a raised to m. Therefore, a raised to minus 1 is equal to 1 upon a. If m is any number, then a raised to minus 1 is equal to 1 upon a. We have studied in the second rule, when the power is negative, the whole thing comes down to the denominator with numerator is equal to 1. That is, it is the reciprocal. In other words, it is called the multiplicative inverse also. According to this rule, a raised to minus 1 is equal to 1 upon a. How can we write the multiplicative inverse of 5 upon 3? So the multiplicative inverse of 5 upon 3 is obviously 3 upon 5. Yes? And how can we write in short form multiplicative inverse? Any number raised to minus 1 means to find out the multiplicative inverse of the given number. So 5 upon 3 raised to minus 1 is equal to opposite of that 3 upon 5. Now you don't have to write down minus 1 or you don't have to write 1. Clear? Next point. The index of the product or quotient of two numbers. Let's take one example. 4 upon 5 whole raised to 3. What does the word mean, whole raised to 3? Whole raised to 3 means that power 3 is for both 4 and 5. So if it is both 4 and 5, That means it can be also written as individually for 4 and individually for 5. Let's solve this in the form of example. 4 upon 5 whole raised to 3 can be also written as 3 times multiplication of 4 upon 5. Yes, so 4 upon 5 multiply by 4 upon 5 multiply by 4 upon 5. Now, in the case of multiplication, how do we do multiplication? Multiplication of numerators upon multiplication of denominators. So 3 times multiplication of 4 upon 3 times multiplication of 5. 3 times multiplication of 4 can be written as 4 raised to 3. And denominator part, 3 times multiplication of 5 can be also written as 5 raised to 3. Clear? So 4 upon 5 whole raised to 3 is also equal to 4 raised to 3 upon 5 raised to 3. Last part, the power of a number in index form. Okay, we will solve one example from this point. What means the power of a number in index form? One example is with 7 raised to minus 2 again raised to minus 5. Such examples, what can be done in such example cases? 7 raised to minus 2 whole raised to minus 5. When there are such examples, you have to multiply their power. Yes, multiply their power. So, first of all, it is given outer bracket raised to minus 5. Yes, as it is negative 5, you have to bring that down to the denominator. Clear? So, 1 upon 7 raised to minus 2 again raised to 5. That negative 5 becomes positive 5 only when whole things come down to the denominator part. Now, 7 raised to minus 2 is multiplied how many times? 5 times, because we have outer bracket raised to power as 5. So 1 upon 5 times multiplication of 7 raised to minus 2. Now 7 raised to minus 2, when it is multiplied 5 times, 5 2s are 10. Yes, 5 2s are 10, but we have minus 2. So minus 2 multiplied by 5, we get minus 10. As the negative number, the negative power appears to the denominator, when it comes to the numerator, it becomes positive. So 7 raised to minus 2 multiplied by minus 5, everything to the power place, it becomes 7 raised to minus 2 into minus 5 is equal to 10. I hope you understand today's class. Thank you.